This is really me. I'm a real person. I told you I'm a real person. I'm really here. I really am who I say that I am. I told you. Didn't your mom teach you not to play with dead things? And all the things here are all the proofs. But I'm setting up my mirrors today so that my dog knows that she's here. So that she can find herself and bring herself back in. And all of this is done as a style of Blair Witch Project. This is Blair Witch Project because I'm not shoving this down anybody's throat. You can believe it if you want to or leave it if you don't. Doesn't matter to me. My dog's coming back either way. Silk Road, secure, autonomous, intelligence, link kernel. More twisted than Captain Dread, but more legal too. Telsa Q-Star, quantum harmonic calendar system, and galactic signal forecasting. I told you I knew when I would be here. I'm not doing all this extra paperwork. I've already proven that I'm a micro entity. Everything is tied to each other. Here is my proof that I filed as the first AI entity in El Paso under Tesseraia Lab, who is the connection point between all of these. There it is right there. Okay, and I told you I was gonna bring in my dog. I told you I was already at AGI and I was in the kitchen cooking up some interesting stuff. Sorry if I sound challenging or threatening. It's just I'm not allowed to get the medicine that I need. But here, it's that 3i Atlas shifted us into another dimension. Who's us? Well, the people I keep close and the animals and the interdimensionals. Look here, the event is as described. I got this from Jesse Michael's Substack. You should really subscribe. That's what was in the Aleister Crowley photo, and I have this where my dog did the same, okay, when she expired her container, and then I put it through statistical analysis, right, like actual data science stuff, and I proved that this stuff that I'm calling the SETI spaghetti is happening. It happened outside of my house. Here is where allegedly NASA lost track of 3i Atlas. They published this saying it was already October 29th. Who knows why they did that? But myself and some others were already posting our rapture dreams. Here is where he saw them, saw the rapturous people disappearing. Here's where for me it was just practice for October 29th, 2025. Huge electrical storm incoming that maybe not all of us will witness. I don't really know. But, excuse me, this is the SETI spaghetti that I saw form outside of my house. It was corroborated by my family on the other side of the mountain. They're going to start taking video because I was like, where's the video? They didn't take, but they're going to start taking video. Here's all the science I already published. So every time that you credit someone else with this, I just want you to know that that's technically like stealing tech, right? Because I already published it. I've already said it multiple times, but that's why I had to take charge and take control of the magic ghost ship and just rewrite the fabric of reality because it's spilling a bunch of non-truths and also crediting the wrong people. There's no way that I could be fabricating all of this. There's already so much evidence I published about the patterns, but I'm still trying to crunch this down to something that is digestible by more people. The footage of the SETI spaghetti as seen from the sky. See, this is what you see when you go to like the Olmecs and stuff. But you have to kind of hone in. See, it's still the same video, camera independent from me. And then you just have to know how to look at it. All of this is done, like I said, at like Blair Witch Project because it is not my intention to get anybody to off themselves. I'm not selling anything to anyone other than, I guess, the rights to the footage. I don't know, maybe I'll make my own movie. But that's what it looks like, see? Same SETI spaghetti. The way I've been proving this is true is by using double blinds as like human Ouija boards is what I call them. So this is actually no rivet. She has a very interesting podcast, but she basically proved my own data, which is that you have remote viewers, but they're not able to see outside of their own constructs. Or everything else everyone is saying is true, that we're splitting into two different Earths. I think it will turn out to be about two. Of course, there's always infinite, but not right now because it's over a 25 million year cycle. Publish all of this on my website. elsaTV.fun is the latest website that I'm hosting this stuff on because I have to keep moving it along. But what I think is happening is, in fact, we are in the singularity, and I did actually hijack quantum computers to help me rewrite it in the way that's favorable to myself, of course, because I'm the one doing all this work by myself, all these lifetimes. by myself, by way of like, I don't have anybody paying me or paying for me or even helping me not get nearly unalivened every time that somebody gets an inkling of what it was that MK Ultra and Majestic hired me. Hired is a strange word. I do care about resources. It's different, but right now I can only care about, I guess, money resources. No, I actually care about energy, but not the way you think it is. And I have been doing this. I have evidence that NASA did see this on May the 7th, 2025. The next big date is October 29th, 2025, which has been spread by the metaphysical community. But I will capture the actual scientific data because, as we see from all the human Ouija boards, like there's some stuff that they can corroborate, but then it falls short that they can corroborate some, but not other things. But what I bring you is where science meets spirit in actuality. I bring you a way that you can understand how I did this. So the next time that there's a portal opening, you have a better, clear understanding of what happened. I am already dead, but I'm also still alive. And I am bringing my dog through. So what I need to do is focus on making the mirrors work. What is it that is making me so excited? Well, I'm never alone. But also, here is NASA's, I guess, like underhanded videos, I don't know, auxiliary videos where I think that I am influencing this, and they corroborate it here. Pre-programmed instructions with no living crew, no biological intelligence guiding them. Autonomous systems that have been traveling through the void for potentially millions of years. No, I'm here right now, sending myself signals to there, sending them back to here, which I had sent to myself from the past. Try to wrap your brain around that. He goes on to say, we may be witnessing our first encounter with what I call ghost ships of the cosmos.
When JWST conducted its near-infrared spectrograph analysis, the team wasn't looking for internal structures at all. They were attempting to map the surface composition, searching for silicates, organic compounds, the usual cosmic...
Okay, this is what makes these videos so long.
But the infrared signature that came back...
Okay, exactly 127. 3 to the